Would you like to die of AIDS? No, I would not. Would you like some hand grenades? No, I would not. Would you like to explode? Would you like to erode? Would you like to lick a toad? No, I would not. How the fuck are you people, you humans? How you doing? How are my humans doing? What's up, humans? What up, humans? How do it go? How goes it? It's not sound? It says there's sound. So, fuck you. I see that okay, I got sound there. I got sound there. I don't know what to tell you. I think your fucking computer's muted. You can't hear me, so whatever. Hey, Swegta. Swegta, everybody, he edited the recent reunification explainer video that was uploaded to the DFF channel. I think I'll probably upload that to my channel as well. Have you ever tried meditating? Or you said mediating? I think you meant meditating. Yeah, you know, I do. I've done some meditation. I'm not good at it. The whole quiet your mind thing is not. It's not. You know, it's not something my mind likes to do. Yeah, it was great. I thought he did a great job, and he said he did it. We had no arrangement for compensation, and then I came to him afterwards. I was like, "Hey, how much for the video?" And he's just like, "That one was free because I just wanted to show you what I could do." I'm like, "Oh wow." That's my favorite price. So, yeah, fucking awesome. Yeah, he's great. I'm going to use him for some more stuff. Probably pay him in the future, you know. What's happening? I missed the old TA intro with the guy singing. You mean like, the amazing atheist? When he's saying like that? That was cool. And he like spreads, you know, paint on a canvas, and everyone said it looked like cum. I remember that. Anything that's just white, people are like, that's like cum. It's like, cum really doesn't look like white paint. If it does, you got, I don't know, you got some robust cum. The amazing. Nobody's mind likes to be calm. That's the point of meditation. Yeah, I know. But I'm not good at it. Like, some people are good at it. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people have very little trouble shutting off their minds because they don't really have much going on in the first place. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people that's very easy for them to meditate because they're just like, they got, you know, like, there's like two gears in their head. And it's just like, all they got to do is stop those two little gears from turning, and it's like, all right. I got a lot of gears. I got more gears. I got gears, and I got... You know, I got rods. I got, you know, conveyor belts. I got lots of stuff. I got some weird factory equipment that you can't even fucking understand. You know what I mean? It's my favorite dog breed. I like a lot of the brachycephalic dogs. I know it's bad for their breathing and stuff, but I do think they're cute. I had a pug once. You know, people always talk about the unhealthiness of pugs, but as far as I could tell, that dog is very robustly healthy. He's dead now, but he died at a reasonably old age. TJ, I was hoping to be in your book. Can I be beaten to death by a sex bot's detachable member? Yes. I'll allow it. Yeah, sure. Anybody who wants to be killed in my book, just write me on like Twitter or something, and we can arrange something. I'm going to charge you for it, but whatever. You know, you can do it. I will write you a death scene in my book, and I will let you choose the manner of death within reason. I think beaten to death by a robotically detachable dick makes sense. You know, we can work something out. You just have no self-control, TJ. Check this out. I'm lifting up my hand. I'm wiggling my fingers. Holy shit! Look at that. I'm doing that. I just proved you wrong, sir. I do have self-control. I see TJ with English Bulldog. Bulldogs, I really adore the look of a bulldog, and I think their personalities tend to be really cool, but they're like one of the most problematic breeds in terms of like health. They literally can't fit through the birth canal because their heads are too big, so they have to be born by C-section. I think their average lifespan is 8 years, which is pretty short for a dog. They got a lot of problems. You know, they can't swim because they're too top heavy. They have a lot of trouble breathing. They have numerous health issues that they're very prone to. Just got home from work. This is nice. Also, extra large deep dish booties with cheese. Hell yeah. Deep motherfucking dish. What does the $7 a month get us? I'm a $5 patron right now. Jeez, if only there was a video explaining this, and if only the Patreon description laid it all out in explicit detail. Yeah. It's all, like, the information that you seek is right there for the taking. I mean, it's literally, there's a video explaining it. There's a page explaining it. Like, you go to Patreon, you can look yourself. It's not, like, we're not hiding the information from you, okay? It's right there. 7 is the new chef's table. 7 is everything. 7 is it all. It's one tier now. We're downsizing. I was gonna say downgrading, but really, like, it's an upgrade because there's way more shit. You know, we spent the last year getting our ducks in a row so that we could do all sorts of new content for you guys. You know, we spent forever getting dank D&D done. We got 37 episodes in the bank, ready to go. They're going to be, I believe they start broadcasting on the 14th. Broadcasting, kind of an antiquated term, but yeah, we're going to start airing episodes, also an antiquated term, airing. But we're going to start showcasing the episodes. I don't know. We're going to fucking start releasing them every fucking Friday. That's the fucking point. We got 37 of the fuckers, so that's at least 37 Fridays worth of shit for you motherfuckers to gorge your asses on. So, hey. It's been a while since I've been to one of these. Cool. Glad to see you back. So there's no chef's table. There's no buffet anymore. It's all just the $7 reunification tier. I don't know what the tier's called, but it's just, $7 tier. Just keep giving the boys $10. You can if you want. The $10 tier, legacy tier, is exactly the same as the $7 tier, so there's no compelling reason for you to give us $10 unless you just love us that much, and if you do, I love you too. Will there be a death via asphyxiation in your book? I mean, yeah, it'll be asphyxiation. Yeah, I got to start writing more deaths in my book. Has anyone died in my book yet? Let me think about this. Because I've written more scenes than are actually going to end up in the book. Like, I've written scenes that probably aren't going to appear until, like, 7 books out and shit, because I'm fucking stupid. But let me think if anyone's actually died. Yeah, there have been people who have died. Yeah, of course. I don't want to give away shit. But yeah, there's death. But yeah, I need to start writing more crazy deaths, I think the main death that you see thus far, it's just been, like, people getting, like, smashed, basically. Like, people getting their fucking... I think one guy got his like skull crushed between somebody's hands. Actually, I think it's one hand. I think they just palmed his hand, just crushed it, and sluiced his brain through their fingers. I don't want to talk too much. That was not a sex bot that did that, but that was a different entity that exists in my universe. But then the sex bots, they killed some people too, mostly through just, like, brutal blunt force trauma. But maybe I'll go back and, like, revise it, make it a little more sexual. Because, like, the sex bots in my book, they are liberated from their programming, but just like a human being still feels compelled to follow our animal urges, they still view the world through sort of a sexualized lens because that's what they were programmed for. So even though they're liberated from that and trying to sort of free themselves from being these sex objects, they do still see the world through that lens because of the programming that, the inception of them. Will it automatically start charging me $7, or will it just cut me off and I'll have to update my payment? This is once again explained in the explainer video, but if you wish to stay on the $5 or $10 tier, those will still be available for people who are on them. New people cannot join them. They're being unpublished. But them being unpublished does not mean people can't continue to stay on them. We will continue to update them. Now, the $5 tier doesn't get all the stuff that the $7 tier does. The $10 tier gets all the stuff the $7 tier does. It's all explained. It's all laid out in sparkling, clear, explicit detail in the explainer video. I suggest you watch that. I also suggest you check out the descriptions on the Patreon page because it's also laid out in print. So whether you learn better through reading or listening, we got you covered. Why don't you do an erotica? I feel like what I'm writing is sort of erotica. If you're weird and fucked up like me, what I'm writing is like an action book. But like the main threads that run through the book are the threads that I like the best in my entertainment, which is explicit violence and crazy sex. So that's going to be the book. Explicit violence, crazy sex. Oh, and pretentiously long philosophical ravings. And, that kind of stuff. Like, not as bad as the Wachowskis, but, almost on that level. I'm going to buy a year next month. That's true. We also introduced the concept of buying a year's worth on Patreon for, in advance. So if you want to save a little money in the long run, I think you get like 2 months off at that point. Love you guys. Looking forward. Thanks for everything so far and what's to come. Sorry, cum, Freudian slip. You get it. Did you Freudian slip on your cum? That's nice. It's like the new banana peel, right? The big cum slick. Whoa! Slipped on the cum. That'll happen. I have to write that in my book too. I need to just sit down with you guys and like brainstorm about not really plot details of my book, but just stupid shit like that I can work in. Like, at some point in your book, someone should slip on cum. It's like, yeah, that's a good idea. Someone should slip on cum. Good fucking thought. Good notion. Whoa! Not enough fucking dystopian robot sex books have, pratfalls, I feel like. So what is all this? Okay, I need to turn my security system off. Hold on. Keeps alerting me every fucking 2 seconds. Probably like an army of ninjas gathering around my house. All right, I get it. Thanks. You can disarm. I know, I'm here. Yep. I know, my dog is outside. Thanks. Very useful. What's the main character like? The main character of my book is sort of cold and aloof, cynical and jaded, but also sort of naive owing to his youth, I guess. So there's like sort of, I hate to just like amalgamate characters that I already like, but that's kind of how I think about it. So I kind of took like a big like chunk of like Daria, boom, put that in the pot. And then I have like kind of like a little bit of like maybe like Edward Elric from like Full Metal Alchemist, put that in the pot. And then some Kurt Cobain. I put some Kurt Cobain in the pot. So my universe, even though it's set in the future, is sort of like very 80s. So my protagonist I kind of view as like very 90s. So it's kind of like he's there to change things in the same way that Kurt Cobain changed things, as kind of like how he signaled the death of the 80s. I think my character is kind of like a Kurt Cobain-esque sort of figure in his universe. But also he's like has this predisposition towards violence and brutality that kind of owes to his race because he's not human. He's a very humanoid creature, but he's not a human being, and he comes from a race that is inherently more brutal in terms of how it views the world. Not like glorifying and reveling in violence, but not really having the same sort of aversions to it that you and I might. And, you know, obviously finding some, like, it brings, you know, him immense pleasure to remove elements that he doesn't like from the world through the most brutal means possible, which is just like expedient, efficient violence. Closed question, is your next word no? Maybe. Ah, it wasn't. Fuck. Okay. 90s archetype versus 80s archetype. Yeah, I mean, like, it's set in the future and stuff. And honestly, I don't make the 80s and 90s stuff super overt in the book, but I kind of view it as an 80s movie in my head. But I also kind of view it as this disruptive 90s-esque sort of jaded, bitter. Like, the book is all about, like, there's a lot of fucking stuff about capitalism in there. And to me, like, the ultimate era of capitalism in America was the 80s, because it's Reagan and it's, you know, huge stock market just inflating up and up, and like all of America just buying into it, and this weird, stupid optimism like permeating the land, and just everyone feeling like, wow, you know, but then like this dark underbelly that's being completely ignored. So I feel like there's a lot of like socio-economic stuff from the 80s I pull into it, but also like the glitz and glamour and over-the-topedness of the 80s, but also the artifice of the 80s. That's all kind of like stuff that like is in my mind as I'm trying to write this. And then the 90s having this more sort of authentic feel, but, you know, being maybe co-opted over time. Until like, you know, till we get into the degeneration of, you know, the 2000s, where it's been this like steady decline in terms of like artistic merit, in my opinion. You know, I know that a lot of people say like, oh, well, you know, there's still a lot of good stuff being made. I don't deny there's good stuff being made to this day, but I don't view this as a particularly fertile time in the world of art. Either music or cinema or anything. Maybe television, honestly, very weirdly. Because we live in an age where the TV itself could not be more irrelevant, but the television show, I think, is kind of having its, like, an insane renaissance. Yeah, the 1980s. Not the 1880s. Is the book dystopian? I would say that it's dystopian. I would say that any book about the future should be dystopian, because the present is, like, this present would be dystopian if you heard about it. Now, there's stuff about it that's great. Like, if you heard about our world in explicit detail 100 years ago, there'd probably be elements of it that you'd be like, whoa, badass. But there'd be other elements that you're like, holy fuck, what if we've lost our way? You know? And I think that's you know how you want it to be. I don't feel like if you make a future that's just like, hey, TJ, I'm rewatching the Friday 13th series, watches part 4 last night, best of the series so far. I'm trying to remember which one part 4 is. Is that the one with Corey Feldman? Yeah, I don't know. I forget what I was saying before that super chat interrupted me, but whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, you know, I don't know. The 90s, 80s, fucking shit. It's just like a transitionary period. See where you're coming from, but for my money, the last 2 decades represent the full in-game dominance of capitalism, so pervasive that it rots society around it. Yeah, but like the capitalism of today, like people have kind of woken up to the fact that capitalism sucks. Even people who like capitalism don't really like it. They just they haven't come around to figuring out that they hate it. So they're kind of still like in the pretense of liking it because they still have this like very naive Adam Smith sort of notion of it somewhere rattling around in their heads. But they if you actually confront them with like the realities of it, no one really likes it anymore, except for the billionaires. TJ, how do you find the time and motivation to write after all the content you're creating for DFF and your channels? I'm literally not happy unless I'm creating things and doing stuff like that. That's just like what I do. I don't really have any other hobbies. I don't collect stamps. You know, I mean, if I'm able to do anything, I'm doing something creative. I'm finding some kind of outlets. I don't play video games. I do watch television, but to me, that's like, I watch TV at times when I just like, I couldn't even summon a creative force. It's just like, I just want to turn my mind off and like yield to someone else's creative vision right now. And that's when I do that. Corporatism, woke capitalism, crony capitalism. Yeah, right. These are the people who you hit the nail on the head, Lupin. These are the people who they can't confront that what they don't like is capitalism. So they have to like come up with these other terms to say it's not. I don't have a problem with capitalism. It's corporatism I don't like. It's woke capitalism I don't like. It's crony capitalism I don't like. You know, it's like no, it's fucking capitalism, bitch. Because everything you're talking about right there is just another branch of capitalism. Corporatism, that's a result of capitalism. Woke capitalism, that's a result of capitalistic pandering. Crony capitalism, that's a result of capitalism invading the fucking government and taking over the political process. So, like, just stop. It's capitalism, stupid. Capitalism is the fucking problem. Stop fucking trying to come up with something else that's the problem because you just don't want to change. It's capitalism. I'm sorry. I know. I like it too. I like capitalism. I like it. But I can recognize that like it's in the same way that I might like heroin. You know? If I was a heroin junkie, I would like heroin, but I would still be able to intellectually recognize this is bad. That's capitalism. You can like it, but recognize that it's bad. Given Biden's 150 million years old, do you think he'll run again in 2024? If not, do you think Kamala will be? Look, first of all, Joe Biden. I don't know if he's going to run again. I feel like I don't want to say he's not going to because I didn't think he could do it when he did. You know what I mean? It already seemed like he shouldn't have, and then he won. You know, he's ancient, and it doesn't seem like anybody likes him. It doesn't seem like anybody is pleased with the way things are going. Doesn't seem like he's like, I don't see him he doesn't seem to have pleased the liberals. He doesn't seem to have pleased the leftists. He just obviously does not please the right. He's not, I've yet to see the person that he's truly pleased. I think that there's still people who view him as better than Trump, but that's about all you could say for him. So I don't know. But as far as him running again goes, I mean, like, I don't know. I wouldn't have thought he'd do it the first time, so I don't want to predict that he won't run again. Now, as far as Kamala goes, if Joe Biden does not run, they should absolutely, under no circumstances, run Kamala Harris. If Joe Biden doesn't run again, you pretty much guarantee you're going to lose because your party looks like it's in disarray at that point when the president isn't even the one, he's not even running for re-election. Now, I guess you could say, like, my health has declined to the point where I can no longer do this job. And then you'd have to come up with some reason why Kamala Harris isn't running. You know, we all know the real reason is that she sucks and that she couldn't win. I don't know. They need to find someone better. Like, even if these establishment corporatist fucking Democrats, they need better fucking candidates, man. They do. They need at least someone with like a semblance of charisma. I don't know what it is. Like, nowhere in this country does that exist. You can't find one single fucking person that actually has charisma to toe your bullshit lines. Like, come on, guys. Find that motherfucker. He's got to be out there. Holy shit. Yeah, Hillary might run. I've always look, I'll be honest with you. This is a conspiracy theory, and a lot of the people on the right wing spout this conspiracy theory, so I'm reluctant to even give validity to it or whatever validity I could possibly give to it with my, piddling ass YouTube presence. But Hillary Clinton is running things behind the scenes. I believe it. I believe that Hillary Clinton is firmly in control to this day. I think that she pulls all the strings. I think that the Joe Biden administration is essentially a Hillary administration. I think that, everything that's happening now, what little is happening, is her doing. I think international shows are definitely more artistically compelling than what Western society is shitting out right now. Well, I think that it's just like, it's one of the cool things about, having a worldwide sort of media apparatus at this point, is that, you can get different points of view from different places. Different fucking sort of perspectives that are maybe sort of foreign, right, to Americans. And that's interesting, because people don't want things that are just the regurgitations of the same shit they've seen a million times before. They think they want that, but they really don't. It's boring and rote, and they come to it, and then they're just like underwhelmed by it. They're like, why am I underwhelmed by this? It's like, because you just keep doing the same thing, guy. You just keep going to the same place, eating the same fucking trash. Okay, yeah, it's going to get dull after a while, You take that first bite of the orange sherbet ice cream, right? And it's delicious. At least Obama and Bill Clinton had charisma and were good at talking out their asses. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You take that first bite of orange sherbet, right? And it's a little tingle. Oh, wow, this is really tangy and interesting. Ooh, interesting flavor. Yeah. And then, you have orange sherbet every day. Before fucking too long, and shit tastes like garbage to you, right? Goes with any fucking food. Cheeseburger, First day you have a cheeseburger. Second day, third day, ooh. Right? It just, it's like you need variety. And people when there's no variety in the media that's being produced, when everything is homogenized, it's like everyone wants the safe bet, because it costs so much to make something. And so they just pump out the same thing. They think, oh, this is safe, this is marketable, this is safe. But it's like no one fucking feels anything from it. It's just like, all right, here it is again, 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 here it is again. It's like, okay, we got it, motherfucker. It's boring. It's boring now. It's the same old fucking shit. I think it's just like, I don't know, people get oversaturated with the same tropes, the same characters, having the same dilemmas over and 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 over. You gotta fucking try new things, man. Every aspect of your life, try something new. Even if it doesn't have to be all new. Like, you can still have elements of the familiar, but like, give your life a little twist every now and then. You'd be amazed at how fucking much of a difference it makes. I know a lot of you guys fucking feel like every day is exactly the same. You're just trapped in a rut where every fucking, all right, now I get up and then I go to this job and I do this stuff and I go home and I watch this show and I play this game and da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, why am I depressed? Why am I depressed? Why am I depressed? Because you're fucking bored. You're not even really depressed. You're just bored. You're bored because your life is fucking dull. Do something. Go outside your stupid fucking comfort zone. And people today, I'm going to get into old man rambling at this point. People today, they're so fucking protective of their fucking comfort zones. It's like there's no greater violation in the world than, oh, it took me out of my comfort zone. It's like, fuck your comfort zone, bitch. Your comfort is garbage. Your comfort is intellectual nullification, okay? You're dead. Your comfort zone is death. Get out. Get out of your stupid little prison that you've made for yourself, you fucking idiot. That's just my advice. And if someone takes you out of your comfort zone, you know what you should say to that person? Instead of, oh, you fucking... You should thank that fucking person for fucking doing that for you. You should thank that person for fucking making you feel alive for a second. Even if it was a negative experience. It's almost like that's a natural evolution of society, TJ. It's almost like we're human beings and we're capable of creating whatever society we want. And just accepting the status quo because it is the status quo is retarded. It's almost like you're an insipid fucking fool and you don't even deserve to speak to me. It's almost like that. Not quite, but almost. Damn, TJ, I need to hear that. No joke. Of course you did. All of you need to fucking hear it. And the ones resisting it the hardest right now are the stupidest fucks among you. Because they know it's the truth and they just don't want to accept it. Because it's like, no, no, no. I need to stay in my comfort box. I need to stay in my comfort box. I need to stay in my comfort box. No, you don't. Your comfort box needs to be torn the fuck down and you need to be kicked in your fucking teeth. You need to fucking lose a few fucking teeth, maybe an eye. You need to have your fucking goddamn ass kicked. You need to be thrown out into the fucking streets, destitute and penniless, to scrounge for fucking scrap iron. You need to fucking get your dick sucked by a fucking Filipino prostitute. You need to be shot into space to serve Jeff Bezos. I don't know. You need some kind of new fucking experience. You need some kind of fucking shakeup because you're bored. You're fucking bored. All this stuff, I'm depressed, I need medication. Some of you do. I'm not saying depression isn't a real thing, but a lot of you motherfuckers that are depressed are really just bored out of your fucking minds. Here's the solution. Go do something. I know it's scary. It's supposed to be. Go do something. Anything. You know what you want to do. You know the fucking little secret fucking machinations and desires of your heart. Go do it. Quit being a little bitch and do it. Quit, I'm going to do it a year from now. I'm going to do it once I got all these things in a row. No, you're never going to do it. That's just an excuse not to fucking do it. All these people, anybody, if you fucking find you have some sort of goal or ambition, and then, but you got like, well, first I need to make sure this is this way, and I got to save up this and that. Fuck you. You're trash. Just do it. That's my fucking motivational speech, bitch. I like my box. No, you don't. No, you don't. You flatly and simply don't. I understand that you're protective of it. I understand that you've tethered your ego to it. I understand that you've woven it into your personality, but it's a lie, and you should burn it to the fucking ground. Shia LaBeouf speech. Do it! Do it! He was right. No, he's right. Brandishing a knife, Shia LaBeouf. Feeling tired of doing drugs and attending orgies, decided to shake it up and knit today. I mean, yeah, like if your life really is drugs and orgies, yeah, go learn to knit. Go learn to fucking knit. Be like, man, I've always wanted to crochet a fucking sweater. Hey, you want to come to this orgy? This chick's got huge. Nah, fuck you, dude. I'm crocheting a fucking sweater for my mom. Do it, man. Just fucking do it. Just do it. Just do it. What if you have no goals or ambition? Then find them. I don't know. Then make something up. Just make something up then. I don't know. Fucking take someone else's goal or ambition. Just be like, I'm going to learn to fucking paint. I'm going to learn to do this. I'm going to learn to rollerblade. I don't know. Dude, just find something that seems halfway tolerable and just do that then. You got no actual goals or ambitions, just find something that's close enough. Find something that like seems like halfway tolerable and do it. I'm sarcastic to my own detriment. The context is lost on text. Yeah, it's okay, Jareth. Don't worry about it, buddy. You're cool. It's TJ paid off by Nike. That's not even their slogan anymore. Did you worry about your Adderall abuse? How am I at my Adderall abuse? I have an Adderall prescription, and I have not abused it at all. I take it exactly as directed. I take an Adderall in the morning when I wake up, and it's a slow release thing. So my system is not bombarded with a shit ton of Adderall. It's like a slow release capsule that distributes Adderall to me for about 10 hours. It's about 20 milligrams of Adderall that's distributed to me over the course of like 10 hours. And it's fine. It's something that helps me out. It helps me focus. And I still have ADD, by the way. Like, it's not like it doesn't cure it. It just helps it. And in fact, like I've been offered they've like been like, hey, we can increase your Adderall if you want. And I've said, no, I don't want it. I don't want a fucking increase. I don't want to become an addict to it. I want to use it as a tool to help myself. I don't want to use it as a fucking recreational drug. I think Warnock or Ossoff might make a decent Dem nominees, assuming they don't have any major scandals in the next 4 to 8 years. They at least have some charisma. I don't know anything about them, so I'll have to take your word. Whoever said TV in Western society is bad, what the fuck is Western society? You really just mean the U.S., unless you're crapping on what? Australian TV? That's true. They probably just mean the U.S. A lot of people, when they say Western society, just mean America, especially when you're in America. Let's see. You wake up, crush up, and snort Adderall every morning for 50 minutes. All right, I admit it. Fair enough. All right, you got me. That's what I do. You're right. You got me. You got me pegged. Let's see here. Okay. I don't know why that's making that. No, that's too much. Yeah, I'll just put this over here. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Oops. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. I see. This is why I love TJ. Yeah. That's why I love you too, man. That's why I love you too, my friend. See, now that's too small. I don't know. Hold on. I got to figure out like some way to get the chat the right size on the right screen. Let's see here. So we popped out the chat. There we go. I'll just do it like that. That's the best way to do it. TJ, what do you think of Thought Slime? I've watched a few of the video essays, a little bit more PC than I am, but hey, I think there's some good intellectual rigor there, and I think some of the ideas are valid and interesting. I've never really had a problem with their content. I'm just not that sensitive. I don't know. I get it that people want to be more conscientious towards one another, and I think the impulse is great, but I just have no interest in it personally. I think people need to be fucking offended. I don't think it's a bad thing to be offended. I don't think people should be offended just for the sake of offense. I don't think that, you should go around pissing people off just to piss them off, but if what you have to say incidentally pisses people off, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I hate paywalls and would rather suffer ads. Why do you guys do no ads? What are you talking about? Oh, well, YouTube won't monetize us. Yeah, it's impossible. And by the way, even the channels that are monetized, like my channel and shit, like they don't pay out shit. So yeah, it's just garbage. It's like it used to be a pretty good monetization system that YouTube had. It was actually really good. But now it's trash. It's total garbage. Did you see your beard clip on Vosh was included in his best of 2021 video? Dope. I'm offended that people get offended at almost anything. I didn't see that, by the way. That's cool. Thought Slime is fake as fuck, but whatever. I don't know. I didn't get the fake vibe. I'm not going to throw that kind of shade, but you're free to think as you wish. People should also stop being offended that others are offended so much. I agree with that. I think that there comes a point where you become offended by offense and it gets ridiculous. And I think that's why I got such a distaste for the anti-SJW stuff. More even than the turn towards conservatism, it was the fact that they became the whiny bitches. It was the fact that they started to be the ones that were trying to censor art because, oh no, they've turned this character black, and this character's a woman, and I don't like this woke shit in my media. It's like, wait, a few years ago when all the woke people were trying to change your media, you were like, just make your own then. Make your own shit if you don't like the sensibilities of my stuff. And then they went and did it, and now you're like, no! I don't give a fuck if something's woke. I don't give a fuck if something's not woke. I don't care if it's like totally offensive or if it's woke or whatever. Like, I just care, like, is it good? Does it make me feel something? I don't have to agree with it. Like, What is with this shit where people need to have art and entertainment that bolsters their own viewpoints? It's like that comfort zone shit again. People are oh no, someone disagreed with me. I'm so fucking triggered. What the Dems really need is some obscure senator or member of the House to come out of nowhere like Obama in 2008 or Bernie in 2016. Yeah, well, don't hold your fucking breath. I'm offended by others who are offended by others who are offended. Oh my God, it's offenseception. YouTube needs a competitor. Yeah, well, once again, don't hold your fucking breath. I think that most people are not super easily offended by most things. I think that everyone has something that offends them. And when they're offended, it's like the rules change. I think that most people are like, oh man, that's ridiculous that they're trying to censor that just because they're offended. And then the second they're offended, they're like, censor that, I'm offended. It's like, oh my God, stop. TikTok overtook Google as the most visited site. That's pretty fucking crazy. A site that has no real utility is now more visited than a site that has like a lot of utility. I don't know. It makes fucking very little sense. I still have some anti-SJW opinions, but I hate what is happening in the anti-SJW movement. It's full of hypocrites and reactionaries. Yeah, well, that's preaching to the choir ministries, buddy. Preaching to the choir ministries. Let's see. Where's that fucking page? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how long I've been doing this, because I said I'd do this for an hour. Yeah, okay, there we go. I just want to make sure I don't go over my time. Should have a combo with Kyle about free speech. Yeah. I'm offended by fences. You take offense. Ha 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 ha. I feel like movie companies sometimes use wokeness as a cover for bad writing. I guess it's at least better than them not covering their bad writing. Are you sure that it's not like, it's not just like bad writing and then it just happens to also have wokeness in it? I don't really feel like the two are necessarily related, because there's always been some pretty bad writing long before there was like a lot of woke stuff, quote unquote. TJ is losing weight due to Adderall, I can tell. I'm losing weight due to the fact that I'm like forcing myself to not eat just because I want to. Because I have a pretty much endless appetite. It just does not, it doesn't, there's no ebb or flow to it. It's just constant like consumption. Eat. So I have to fucking fight against that more proactively. So, you know, when I feel like I want to eat an entire bag of Doritos, I tell myself, no, just have 5 or 6 Doritos and then put the fucking bag down and go about your fucking day. Like, because you don't, it's not, they're not gonna, you know, if you want that Dorito flavor, you're gonna get it from 6. You don't need to continuously pop them in your mouth one after the other, okay? So I've told myself this, and I've lost a little weight as a result, just from having what I don't know, a little self-control. The stuff apparently I don't have. But, you know, I mean, I'm working on it, you know? It's like, I realize I can't go on a diet because it's not going to be sustained, because there's always going to come a point where I want to eat like an Oreo or something. I have to learn to control my urges by not going overboard. I have to learn how to eat. If I want an Oreo, I need to learn how to eat 2 or 3 Oreos and walk the fuck away from them. You know what I mean? That's been the difficulty. Because I can't say, like, I'm never going to eat that again. Because that's just too much. It's like, I know I'm going to break. I know it's going to break me fucking psychologically, and I'm going to go back to it. And that's why every time I've ever lost weight, I gain it back. So I have to learn fucking restraint. I have to learn to indulge a little bit and then pull back. If I can learn that, then I can sustain weight loss. So there's no point in losing a bunch of weight unless I can sustain it. And so I have to learn the habits of sustaining it. And that's what I'm fucking trying to do. And moderation is like the hardest thing for me because I'm a creature of extremes. I always want to go to one extreme or another. So learning moderation is my big goal, I guess. That could be my secondary New Year's resolution. My primary New Year's resolution is to be less humble. I think I just missed a Streamlab. I don't know what it said. I saw it briefly when I looked over that way. But I guess I missed it. I missed the entirety of it. I guess I can go log on to Streamlabs and see. Hold on. Smoking weed doesn't help with overeating. Yeah, but I'm not going to stop smoking weed either. So that attempt to learn moderation, it's also going to have to apply for when I'm high. Like, I have to not only learn moderation as sober TJ, but high TJ needs to learn moderation as well. And, whatever. I have to look at it like an exercise like an intellectual exercise, right? I hate Vosh. No one cares. Literally no one cares about your stupid Vosh take. Everyone's got one. No one's interested at this point. Let's see. Hey, babe. Alert box? No, this is the wrong account. I need to go into be less humble. Yeah, I've noticed this like creeping humility coming in that I think is totally contrary to my nature. I have to maintain my gigantic ego. I've noticed that I've like started to like engage in this sort of humility stuff. This pageant of humility, because humility is always a pageant in my opinion, at least for people like me. Like, there's no actual humility in me, but there's become this like weird pretense of humility that started to permeate my being, and I just want to root it out because it's not me. I am an egomaniac, and I need to embrace that completely. Let's see. Hold on. I'm just trying to access this stuff. Okay, there we go. I sort of like it. TJ feels like we're getting old. Lol. Yeah, I mean, look, that's what life is about, right? You get older. You continue to get older until you're old, and then you continue to get older until you die. I would love to hear you talk with Hassan about politics. It'd be interesting. Also, I'd love to hear you two in a fake Southern accent off. Don't really know much about Hassan. Seen a few of his videos here and there, but not super familiar. And that was for 666 from Spinosaurus. I enjoy that Vosh acts. Oh my God, we're doing this. Stop. I don't care. I don't want to talk about Vosh and density, Mitch. Get out of here with that. Miss me with that bullshit. There's like so many people you can go and talk about that with that actually give a fuck, and I'm just so not one of them. So hit the bricks, bro. Perhaps you are maturing slightly over time and learning some humility. Is that bad? Yes. And that's why it's my New Year's resolution to purge that from my being. Hassan is actually pretty good, TJ. I wouldn't steer you wrong. That's fine. I didn't say a word against the motherfucker, okay? I just said I'm not super familiar. Excuse me. We're not getting any fucking younger. That's true. Very true. That's true. We're not. We're getting older, not younger. Very good. That is the flow. That is the directionality with which time flows. TJ, what age and place in history would you like to visit for a week? I don't know. I guess I'd like to go back to the fucking I don't know, can I go to the future? That's not history at that point, right? I'd rather see the future than the fucking past. I don't know. I guess I'd just rather go back and like see some dinosaurs and shit, but I'd be afraid I'd get eaten by one, you know? If I do get eaten by one, I hope it's at least a fucking T-Rex, you know? So like that could satisfy like a vor fetish, I guess, you know, like to have the T-Rex like swallow me whole. That'd be cool. But like, you know, if it's like, I don't want to be ripped apart by no fucking little dinosaurs, you know what I mean? Like I hope if I get eaten by a fucking dinosaur, I get eaten whole by one, you know? Hey, TJ, what do you think about insert boring Twitter drama here? Yeah, man, dude, can you believe what so-and-so said about what's-his-face, man? That's crazy. I just don't care, guys. I'm just like, I cannot find it in myself to give a shit, okay? I just can't. I wish it was there because apparently it would benefit me to care, but I just don't. I don't want to fake it. I'd rather just like not have it. I'd rather just not even deal with it or talk about it or look at it. I don't care who said to what. I don't care about interpersonal bullshit between two fucking cult of personality sort of, figures, because I think it's all bullshit. Like, you want to talk about ideas, let's talk about ideas. You want to talk about people, find someone else to talk about it with. Now, I'm not to say I'm totally above any and all drama, but like 99% of the time, I just don't give a fuck. Fuck being eaten whole, dude. Then you would die by a combination of suffocation and being dissolved in gastric acid. Give me the chompers. Well, dude, the fucking suffocation and gastric acid stuff, like, that's, like, I don't know. There's like an oomphy part of that. You know what I mean? Like, there's like a little bit of like, for me, not saying for you. Maybe you would rather be ripped apart. I don't know. We all got our things. Internet drama is the way to make money. That's, I think, the monetization. Once again, capitalism, right? Do you think all the celebrity stuff you do is just your boomer way of the personality drama? I mean, I feel like celebrity shit is different because it's just like sort of almost like celebrities are so up high on like a pillar that it's almost like they're not human beings. I get that they are, but they're so insulated from any fucking criticism I would make of them that it doesn't really feel like it matters that I snipe at them. Maybe it does, and maybe I should like drop that too. But it seems like if there's a place for that sort of impulse, it's probably better spent fucking making fun of a fucking rich celebrity than some rando on the internet. Trying to scare TJ with vor, lol. I know, right? It's like, don't threaten me with a good time, motherfucker. Small minds discuss people. Great minds discuss facts. Eleanor Roosevelt. What a brilliant woman. Have you heard about the mystery flesh pit? No. What is that? TJ, move to Detroit. It's rich in culture for you and Chelsea. I've thought about moving to some shithole place like that where my dollar would go a little further, Because I look at the places where, like, I'm supposed to want to be, and the houses there fucking suck. So I figure, if I go to a total shithole, I could at least, like, have a super nice house. But then, you got to deal with, like, all the crime and all that. But I figure I could just, like, get some guns and just, like, shoot anybody who comes on my property. But I don't know. I have to go now, TJ. When will you be going live again? Well, I'm going to be wrapping this up in a little bit, and then I'm going to, take a little tiny break, maybe smoke something or whatever, and then I'm going to be streaming with the guys on the DFF channel for Onion Nuggets at 2:30 Central Time. And that show will probably last a couple hours. Probably like 2 or 3 hours worth of that, depending on, how whatever. It'll be as long as it is. We don't have a set time for it. We just like as long as we got steam. But I figure, we do this shit. So yeah, I got another stream coming out later today with Paul and Scotty on the DFF channel. TG, you should do that and live stream it. I should do what and live stream it. So yeah, that's what's going on. And then I don't know when I'll stream again on this channel. But, probably not too long from now. Fuck yeah. Bite the bullet. Bite the fucking bullet. But yeah, we got another stream coming up later today. So if you guys want to fucking go over to the Onion Nugget. I have it linked down below. So go to that and like do the little click the fucking alert bell so that when we start streaming, you guys can fucking join us. So yeah, join the Patreon, man. It's cool. I would also recommend y'all, maybe while between this stream and that stream, go check out the explainer video that we uploaded to our Patreon. Sal's going nuts. Go watch that because it explains a lot about what's going on in the world today. Do you still drink beer? Very occasionally. Very occasionally. I'm not much of a beer drinker. It's not like my thing. Let's go! Remember that TJ Drink Soda channel? Yeah, that's a good one. Classic. Why am I shadow banned on the DFF channel? I don't know that you are. Usually when someone thinks they're shadow banned, it's just because they're stupid. But maybe, I don't know, maybe you're shadow. I would assume it's because you said something stupid. I don't know. If you're one, you're probably not shadow banned, but two, if you are shadow banned, it was because you said something retarded. I don't know. Do you think like I fucking sit around contemplating every motherfucker that's been shadow banned from something? Like YouTube offers a feature called hide user from channel. You know when that's used? When a user says something really fucking dumb and lame. So if you're banned, it's because you said something fucking stupid that pissed one of us off, and then we never thought about you again. Would you have thought about you again? Like if you had a channel with 50,000 people or whatever the fuck, or 100,000 or even 10,000, would you remember the fucking guy that said some offhand shit that pissed you off and then you hid them? Would you remember that months later? No. You wouldn't. No one would. So I don't know, bitch. Go create another account if you don't like it. It's not even hard. It takes like literally a minute to create a YouTube account. So if you feel like you're shadow banned or whatever, which usually the people who think that are just like under a misapprehension anyway. But if you truly are, just go create a new account. My wife just called you Vosh, TJ. I mean, I am like Vosh before Vosh. Before there was Vosh, there was other Vosh. I don't remember saying anything stupid, but you wouldn't know, right? Stupid people who say stupid things don't often, like, I don't know, guy. I don't know. I don't know why you're shadow banned. I don't even think you probably are, but if you are, then I don't know why, okay? I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Create a new account. I don't know. Sorry. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you said something totally innocuous and it was taken the wrong way. Or maybe someone just saw it in a bad mood and was like, that fucking Owen just needs to go. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Just sell everything and move to Eastern Europe. You could live like a king. Yeah. BBC is king. Black Butter Crunch. I thought you were talking about... First, I was like, British Broadcasting Company or whatever the fuck it is. Then I was like, Big Black Cock. And then I saw your name is Black Butter Crunch. So there you go. TJ cares about your personal grievance intentionally. Don't let the fake news flow. Yes, that's true. I do. Do I like bowling? I'm all right with bowling. I'm not like a huge fan, but like if someone's like, let's go bowling, I'd probably be all right with it. It all comes back to the RV trip, TJ. Where's it at? It's in space. It's already in space. Owen needs to be going. Why are you mean to the stupids, stupid ass? I don't know. I don't really feel like I'm mean to them. I just try to explain things in a way they can understand, which sometimes comes across as mean because it's very condescending, but they need to be condescended to because they literally are stupid. So if you got to explain something to a stupid person, you got to do it in a way that a stupid person can understand, which means a lot of reiteration and a lot of very emphatic explanation of your point, which comes across as very condescending and even insulting. And I'm also irritated to have to do it, but, that's just how it is. So whatever. Bullshit. Bullshit. Bring back Spawn with Earths for tits. It's not Earth for tits. It's Earths for tits. Okay. You probably already explained, but why is it called Onion Nuggets? Really no reason. So we were doing a stream without Paul a few weeks back, me and Scotty, and Paul wasn't there, so I didn't want to call it Flash Fried because it really didn't feel like it was Flash Fried without Paul, and it wasn't on our channel. It was on my channel because our channel had streaming rights revoked for that week due to a really insanely insipid bullshit strike that YouTube still has not reconciled, by the way. So I was looking for like just something to call it. And I just happened to remember that McDonald's had this ridiculous product in the 80s for like 5 minutes called Onion Nuggets. And I had like a vintage ad for it saved on my computer just because I thought it was funny. Like it was amusing to me that there was a product called Onion Nuggets at McDonald's. So I just called it that. And, and then it just kind of like people liked it. It kind of just had like this sort of irreverent sort of feel to it. And, we were originally going to call the new show The Feast because we've used all these food metaphors and shit in our content, deep fat fried, flash fried, the buffet, the chef's table. So it seemed like a natural thing to call it The Feast, or The Feed, or like different stuff like that was tossed around. But ultimately, I don't know, Onion Nuggets, I kind of liked it. Paul came out and said he kind of liked it, and Scotty said it sounded crazy, so he liked it. So we just went along with that, and it just kind of like, I don't know, it felt like the right thing to call it. The Feast sounds better. I don't know. The Feast sounds better, but it sounds more serious. I don't know if it's I get what you mean by it sounds better. Like it sounds more like The Feast. But to me, Onion Nuggets kind of captures more of like the loose sort of improvisational, madcappy kind of vibe that we go for sometimes. And I think we want this show to be more like light and fun because everyone already knows the world sucks and is depressing and bleak and horrible. And I don't think we need to reiterate that point to you over and over and over again with some fucking, terrible news show that, is just like, seems like it's designed to depress. So I wanted to like create something a little different that was, more fun. And, Onion Nuggets just like kind of whatever, for whatever reason stuck. So we'll see. Yeah, it's more playful. That's kind of the thing. It's like it's got more of a playful vibe to it. Anyway, that will be starting in about an hour, a little over an hour. So go check the link down below. You can watch the Onion Nuggets show down there. They'll be starting at 2:30 Central Time, or whatever 30 for whatever fucking time zone you're in. I'm gonna go chill for a minute, maybe smoke a doobie, and gather maybe some more stories or whatever, and then we're gonna do that shit. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this little impromptu stream. I just felt like I kind of wanted to chat with you guys and stuff. It's an interesting one. I think we had some good stuff here. Good little talk. But I'll see you guys again later, and hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you again in like an hour or so, whatever. Love y'all. Bye.